You do something and then you turn it into something that you are. You watch football and then you become a Browns fan. You went to school to Harvard once and then you become the Harvard guy. You spend time alone and you become an introvert. You build a company and become an entrepreneur. I want you to notice the move that happened. You took a verb, which is something that you did, and then you froze it into a noun, which is something that you are. And now the second it becomes a noun, your whole relationship to it flips. You stop evaluating it honestly, because evaluating it means evaluating you. Right now, you might be thinking this is about other people, it's not about me. But it is though. Like, you might be thinking this is about the loud fan or the alumni sticker, whatever it is. The issues with the labels are not the ones that you inherited, it's the one that you're currently proud of. The nouns that actually run your life are not the inherited ones, it's the ones that you earned on your own. So you acquired the noun because you practiced the verb. And then you get so attached to the noun that you stop practicing the verb that created it. A scientist is someone who does science, tries to prove himself wrong. That's the verb. Do enough of it and then you earn the noun scientist, letters after your name or a title. And then slowly something reverses. Your reputation now depends on the noun. And so the day comes when testing your own belief might embarrass you a little or might embarrass the title. And so now you start defending what you already think instead of investigate what is true. You kept the word scientist and stopped doing the science without even once deciding to. So now you have the verb that is eating the noun that made the verb. It's the same trap every earned identity that you have created. The intellectual stops practicing curiosity and starts practicing appearing intelligent, which is almost the exact opposite. One of them requires admitting that you're wrong and the other requires never being caught wrong. This, by the way, is the reason why my eyes twitch when someone leads with the letters in front of their name, like doctor this or PhD that or founder, best-selling, blue check. It was never about vanity. The second you put the noun in front of it, you invite the whole world and worse yourself to deal with the label instead of the behavior that was supposed to be underneath it. A noun you're protecting is a verb that you have stopped doing. A woman wrote me 4 paragraphs last Sunday explaining why she couldn't write one sentence in public. She has 2 PhDs and she agreed with the post, but she wanted me to know that she agreed with the post. She just couldn't say it for anyone to see it because it would undermine her authority in the space. So now you get a physician that cannot ask questions because he's supposed to already know. You get a founder who cannot admit that his company is drowning because founders are supposed to win. You get an influencer who can't share his struggles because surely with 500,000 followers, he should have figured life out. I don't think any of them got lazy. They just got trapped, and the noun made the verb feel dangerous. When you really think about it, the title was never actually about status, but relief. Before you were the expert, you had to live with the possibility that you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. And so you asked stupid questions and you did things wrong, and you watched people who do more than you and wondered if one day you would ever catch up. And then eventually one day you got good enough that the world gave you a noun, and it could be expert, founder, doctor, writer. The thing is that the noun answered the question you had been asking yourself for years, which is, do I know what I'm doing? Yes, you do. Look at the evidence. You made it. Now you can rest. That relief is the prize. It's more than money, more than the status itself that we're looking for. It's the certainty that you don't have to be scared of not knowing anymore, which is exactly why letting the noun breathe again is so hard. Going back to the verb means going back to not knowing. It means voluntarily picking up the fear that you spent a decade escaping. It means asking for help, saying, show me, admitting that you're lost in your own field. And all of these mean surrendering the one thing that your title was protecting in the first place, which was your certainty. And so you think the barrier is ego, but I think it's closer to the tolerance or intolerance of uncertainty. The willingness to not know and not panic and not reach for the title that makes the discomfort stop. That's a much rarer thing than being humble. It is whether you can remain uncertain without immediately doing something to make yourself certain again. Now, I would be lying to you if I said that I have never struggled with this myself. The only reason why I write or make these videos in the first place is because I wrestle with these issues. And in my research for solving this, the obvious move for me, initially the tempting one, was to throw the whole thing out, to remove the labels entirely. And so no identity, dissolve the self, and just want nothing and be nothing. Some monk in a mountain somewhere has already pulled this off. And maybe that's probably the actual answer. But the issue for you and me is that we have to still function on Tuesday morning. You have to decide whether you're going to ship the thing to protect your reputation, whether you're going to take the meeting or you're going to hide. Like you're going to run some identity no matter what. So the question is not whether or not to have an identity. I think they're extraordinarily useful. It organized you at some point. It made you pull forward. Like, I want to be a writer is what got you to write in the first place. The machinery is good. The problem is the direction in which it runs. And here's what I noticed. Identity can run in two directions. It can either point forward or backwards. And pointed forward, it organizes what you do next. Like, I'm someone that figures out, tells you how to behave this morning. Pointed backwards, it becomes a verdict on what you have already done. So I'm an entrepreneur because I built 3 companies is a monument. And then a monument's job is to be preserved. The cleanest way that I have found to tell which kind of identity you're holding is, can your past still prove it for today? I'll give you an example of that. I'm a best-selling author, can survive the rest of your life on something you did 10 years ago. I am a founder, can survive long after you stop building. I'm an expert, can survive on letters you earned decades ago. You can stop doing the thing and it keeps being the noun. That's when identity becomes dangerous. The evidence is already collected. The case is closed and your job changes from creating evidence to protecting the old evidence from contradiction. But I investigate what I believe is different. Your resume cannot prove that for you. Neither can I build things, or I'm someone willing to change my mind. These identities require fresh evidence, and they keep generating behavior precisely because they can never be cashed out as achievement. An identity worth keeping is the one that the past cannot prove for you today. And the reason almost nobody chooses those identities is the same reason why we have been circling around this whole time. You never get to arrive. You never get to rest in certainty. Every morning you have to wake up and the account is back to 0. You don't get to say, I was curious for 17 years. It's like, cool, were you curious today?